We'll see if it helps. So here we are, Red Wolves fans. Welcome to Fan Appreciation Night, where we are perched up in the crowd at Otsego, right behind the Red Wolves cheering section. We're getting ready to go to the national anthem. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go to a mute as we go on to national anthem. Jason, I want to check your mic and see how we're doing over there. It looks pretty good tonight.
Yep. Good evening, Paw Paw fans. Hopefully we'll get started as soon as the national anthem's over.
I'm seeing just a very, very faint hum. Go ahead and report out if that's annoying, but I think we're pretty good. Okay, Jason, here we go. Otsego has won the toss. They've deferred to the second half. So the Red Wolves are going to get the ball to start. And we are about to play football. 15 minutes ago, Jason, I don't think anybody could have even seen the field with the sun that was in our eyes.
No, thank goodness it has gone down. We have a great view now.
But right now, everything's looking pretty good. Great night for football. We are sitting closer to the field than we sit on most nights. Gabriel James is going to kick off for Otsego. So we've got Kalen Tate, Ben Miller, and P.J. DeYoung deep for the Red Wolves.
Number 7, Miller. Kick it off for the Bulldogs, number 20, Gabriel James.
You're good.
So Otsego is going to go north to south across the field. We are on the visitor side, which is the east side of the field here in Otsego. None of that matters because all you're doing is looking at a TV screen. So wherever we sit on your wall or at your computer station is, I guess, the perspective that you've got. It is Fan Appreciation Night, so Jason and I were able to set up the Portable Studio 4000 in the crowd. Kick is away. That's a short kick. It's going to be fielded by Marinich on the front end. Barron breaks one tackle, is going to go forward to about the 35 where the Red Wolves will take over 1st and 10.
Marinich for Paw Paw receives the kickoff.
Well, unfortunately, Brent, I didn't get to make it to last week's game, so hopefully it sounds like we need to pick up where we left off last week.
Yeah, I don't think anything could hurt us if we picked up right where we left off last time. You know, Red Wolves coming off a negative performance from Three Rivers.
Start with the ball on the 35-yard line, 1st down and 10.
We do have the good outdoor camera mount up tonight, so hopefully be smoothing. But it's a little tricky with that trigger. That Jason might lose it a couple times tonight. So.
Yes, it would only be because of the mount, not me.
Yes, right, absolutely. So from the tee, Gunnar Goodell's under center. That's Ben Miller off the right side. Ben's going to go forward for about 3.5 yards. And the biggest challenge I'm going to have tonight is watching the chain gang, because we're used to seeing them at the opposite side of the field, and it's really easy when you're looking across the field to pick them up and figure out where we're at. So that'll be the biggest challenge, probably calling downs and distances tonight.
So
it's going to be second about 6.
Hopefully the camera picked it up. Even though Ben didn't go that far, saw we had 2 pulling linemen out here that just actually decimated a defensive back out here.
Otsego hasn't had the greatest of years. They're definitely bottom third of the conference. Red Wolves, need to come out and play their brand of football tonight, not get caught in a trap game. Something going on. I'm not sure what the.
I don't think the play clock was running, and this one went blank on us.
Oh, I see. So looks like they're going to have to operate with a malfunctioning play clock down in the north end zone.
It's all right. Mr. Goodell can just pay attention to the back judge. He'll tell him.
We don't typically go too deep in the counts.
Yeah.
If we're getting that deep into a play count, we're loving the results of the game.
Wow, I thought they'd had it sorted out by now, but.
Yeah, because what we're really good at is just killing dead air. That's the thing we're most known for.
We got jokes, tons of jokes.
Goodell under center. Bryson Newell up the middle. Bryson breaks through. Bryson's going to be close. I think Bryson has
first
a
down.
And it is.
Yep.
First down, Red Wolves.
28 Hill, the ball carrier for Paw Paw.
Foul is working. First down traffic's working. We are off to a smashing start in the truck tonight.
Hill gets the ball out to the 45.
Take the mute off so we can hear things. So that's going to be 1st and 10 for the Red Wolves. To the line, still in the tee. Bryson between PJ and Ben. Gunners with the snap. It's a handoff this side. That's Miller. He's good run from Ben. That's another 4-yard run. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
I do got to tell you, Brent, looking at the screen tonight, I think our windows are a little dirty in the press box, because this is the clearest the camera's been by far.
We're a few yards closer here, too, so it's...
I don't think it's just distance.
And, I'm not going to lie. I'm not minding the camp chair. I might bring these up into the press box. So from just on our side of the midfield, Gunnar Goodell under center. In the tee. PJ hasn't seen the ball yet. Still hasn't. There's
there
PJ
he goes.
Off the left side. PJ DeYoung breaks. PJ DeYoung off the left side for a first down.
Tackled by Bulldogs.
Will leave us 36. Great run by that young man.
Yep, so from the 36-yard line, moving on in, 10:23 to go here in the first quarter.
Down to the 36-yard line. First down and 10 for the Red Wolves.
I do feel like, I think you're right, Jason, I do feel like we're in the action here a little bit better. If you could see the top middle of the press box, that's where we would have been, so. Yep, from the tee. Gunner's going to hand it up the middle. That's Bryson. Bryson's going to pick up
about 4,
about
5.
4, yep. Looks like this has been a common theme. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6 has been good to us so far.
Taken by Bulldogs, number 80, Boyce.
We're good on the viewership. We're a little light on the comments tonight. We just got the one comment.
We must be doing smashingly then.
Well, I think more people are transitioning over to TV. They're watching us on their actual big screens, and less people are doing it on the computer or their phones where they can make the comments. Gunner under center. T behind him. This is going to be PJ off the left side. PJ with a nice cutback. He's going to pick up about 3, maybe 2. That's going to bring up 2nd or 3rd and 4.
Tackled by Bulldogs, number 9, Lee Blanchard.
So we got Buell moved over to tight end tonight. Cody Conley's out tonight, nursing an injury.
Buell's been a jack of all trades when needed.
Oh, Buell's a jackknife, man. He's everywhere. He has been, you talk about valuable to the team. Somebody who can go from being your center to being a tight end to being a running back if you need him.
So they said he was snapping the ball just a couple weeks ago.
From the power I, Ben Miller's deep. This is going to be Miller. Ben's going to go off the right side. He's going to pick up 3. That's going to be close,
real close to that
on
first
the
down.
Spot. I think he's going to spot him about a yard short looking at where they're standing. So that's going to bring up a 4th and short for the Red Wolves. No doubt we're going to go for it at this point.
Picks up 2 yards.
Yeah, I don't even think there's a second thought about it.
No, it's the first opportunity for Otsego to make a play to change the momentum a little bit of this game in their favor. Red Wolves have been running downhill to this point. So from a straight eye this time, better watch the play action here. Gunnar Goodell's under center.
Miller in motion.
They're going to hand it this time. PJ DeYoung forward, and that's good for a Red Wolves first down.
Easy. Yeah.
Ball came out there at the end, but he was down.
DeYoung, the ball carrier for Paw Paw. Tackled by Bulldogs.
So we're at about the 20.5-yard line going in towards the Otsego end zone. Paw Paw's on a nice drive here, started at about their own 35.
Yeah, if you've noticed that the showed the flag during the national anthem, there is no wind right now in Bulldog Stadium.
It's going to get cold here. It's supposed to be down in the high 40s, low 50s by the end of the game. It's Bryson. Newell's got a break. Bryson Newell
He's gone.
To the end zone for a Red Wolves touchdown. And the fireworks flies. The Wolves are loose. Nice run from Bryson Newell straight up the middle. Bounces it out to the left, and Bryson Newell goes about 21 yards into the end zone for the Red Wolves touchdown.
Last week he didn't have to drag people. He's actually
So.
a little bit of speed.
I mean, that hole was wide open, Brent. He hit it full speed, and there was no looking back.
No, and Bryson's picked a great time of year to really pick up that burst of speed because, he had a couple of those runs against Three Rivers. He dragged one kid all the way down the field. Dalton Ike in for the extra point. Snap,
hold,
up.
And good.
And that looks good, and that is good. 7:11 to go here in the first quarter. Paw Paw 7, Otsego 0.
Ben Miller, junior, running back. Shout out, Mom. My name is Silas Penning, junior, cornerback. Shout out to Jimmy Johns.
My name is Gunnar Goodell, quarterback, junior, and shouting out any Chinese buffet.
Bryson Newell, linebacker / running back, class of 2025. Shout out my Uncle Adam, who's slower than me.
Cody Conley, class 25, water boy. Shout out my dad.
All right, so Red Wolves set to kick off. Gunnar Goodell's going to kick.
We have Wright, and I didn't catch the
Wright
other
and
one.
Wyrick, it sounded like. Oh, we've got some. Connor's watching from the Stansbury wedding. Outstanding. Don't cheer during the vows, please.
Good deep kick.
Kicks away, fielded at the 5-yard line. See how that works out. Met by a bunch of Red Wolves.
Right about the 15, it looks like, Brent.
Austin Ackerman on the stop and Cody Simpson on the
Looks
stop.
like the 16.
By Paw Paw number 55.
It's actually a great spot for that kick. He couldn't let it go. And
Well, congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Stansbury. They're part of our booth team at the home games. Well, he is anyways. She lets them. We've got Connor Reeves on site reporting from the wedding. Obviously couldn't be at both.
17-yard line. First down and 10 for the Bulldogs.
So first down for Otsego. Ball's at the 17. It's going to be a handoff inside. Stry, not hard to tell who the first one in that hole was. Darren Stry and Austin Ackerman combined for the tackle.
there's a whole lot of nowhere to go
But
there.
I can tell you, Austin got that tackle because that kid looked and said, uh-oh, I got a pick.
I kind of question the first call choice. That's not the part of the line I would run at to start.
Let's challenge the 6'5", 300-pound SEC commit.
You do you, right?
Passes outside. That's a nice play. Caught outside. Newell chases him down from behind. That's going to be good for a gain of a 5 or 6. So that's going to bring up 3rd and short. So 3rd and call it 3.
They run a no-huddle offense, Brent, if you've noticed that.
What's that?
They're calling the plays right from the line. There's no huddle here.
You know, I think any advantage that you can try to get at this point, Jason, they're going to try to hurry this up, and they're going to try to, you know, break down our communications the best that they can. You know, honestly, the defense, as silly as it sounds, scoring 42 points a game, the defense has really been the Red Wolves' strength this year. Sonnenberg's out here on an island by himself. They didn't recognize it. That's a throw. That was almost intercepted.
His pass headed for number 8, Wyrick incomplete.
Is that Bryson out there, wasn't it? Newell in the coverage. Looks like they're going to punt. So Kalen Tate back to receive.
They need to watch a hard count here.
Now the Red Wolves looks like they're going to go after this one too.
Eagle right punting for the Bulldogs. Tate back for Paw Paw.
If you're going to see pressure, you're going to see it right up the middle. No, they're in full block this time. Tate's, it's a good punt.
Good punt.
Pushes Tate back, but he's able to field it. Tate's got one man to beat. He does. Beats second man, gets him by the ankles. Oh, that's not necessarily the smartest thing to do. Right in front of the referee, too. So that's going to be 15 yards back the other way. Austin Ackerman. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's a flop. If you come in there and extend your arms right in front of the official, you're going to get a yellow handkerchief thrown at you.
Yep. You know, emotions are high, and it's fun. You just gotta stop when the whistle blows.
Calls a personal foul against Paw Paw, 15-yard penalty.
You know, and this is one of the holes in the rules that I've always thought was, you get that penalty, you should start 1st and 25. But it never does it. You know, they consider that before this play, and so they're going to start them 1st and 10. But, you know, you do that now, you're going to get a 2nd and 25. You know, I just never figured out why they did that. But
it's easier to get a second first down.
It's a good reason why that they don't make me in charge of the rules. From the tee, Gunner. Going to pitch that one to Ben Miller. Ben's going to try to get the edge. Ben is tripped up as he gets around that edge. He's going to fall forward for 2.
That's a heck of a shoestring tackle. Otherwise, he was off to the races for a little bit.
Well, it was a nice play out there on the edge. You know, that's the whole play. You can beat that corner to the sideline, and you're going a long ways because the safety doesn't have a great angle on that play.
Yeah, if you watch the backside lineman actually faked a pull off to the right, and that play went the other way.
But when you do that fake, you're leaving him out there one-on-one, and that running back's got to beat the corner. That's the one person you can't account for on that play. So the 2nd and 9. Gunner going to hand that off inside again. That's Newell. He's going to go for maybe a yard. Looks like he fell over the 35.
It's like 3rd and 7, a long 7.
Newell, the ball carrier for Paw Paw. Taken down at the line of scrimmage by number 9 Blanchard of the Bulldogs.
So
Brings
3rd
up
and
3rd
8.
down and 8 for the Red Wolves.
Not first, so that penalty not just sets them back the 15 yards. It also takes a little bit of the polish off the stone when you go to the line. You're just not feeling right. You're kind of upset that you just gave up 15 yards of field position, and this drive hasn't been the best. I think we're going to see the ball maybe go in the air this time. It's Gunner Goodell.
Straight eye.
Gunner's going to let one go. He's got a man. That's Tate. Oh, no.
He had him wide open.
Hit him between the number and the hands, and Kalen wasn't able to hand on. What a throw from Gunner Goodell.
Yeah, it was a beautiful ball.
To be honest with you, that was too easy. I think Kalen, was too worried about screwing it up because it was too perfect.
He didn't even have to adjust stride.
No,
Gunner laid it right in there. It
great
was a beautiful
throw.
ball.
And far and away the most arm Gunner's shown all year. That was a dart.
Beautiful.
He's been laying them out there nice with nice touch. That one, he put some air under the ball, but he also zinged it down the field. So that's 6 the Red Wolves aren't going to get back. And Gunner's back to punt. High snap, but no rush. Gunner's going to get a beautiful punt away. Fair catch signaled for and caught at the 32-yard line. Great punt. Got that one up above the press box, and it turned over in the horizon. Nice punt from Gunner.
3:49 left on the clock here in the first quarter.
Alex McNeil, 2026, tight end. Shout out to my mom.
Elijah Garcia, class of 25, tight end. I'd like to shout out my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Baron Marinich, class of 2025, position kicker. Shout out Mama Marinich.
We'll have to catch up with those guys in a minute. Otsego's in the hurry-up offense tonight.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a run off the left side, and that's going to be not much to it.
Whole lot of nothing there.
Eagle right, the ball carrier for the Bulldogs, tackled by Paw Paw, number 50, Campbell.
Julian Hernandez.
So Colin Campbell and Julian Hernandez in on the stop.
So remind me to tell you later, I hung out with one of my officials friends last weekend. Got a lot of insight on this year's expectations and focuses.
We're gonna have to have that conversation because they're not meeting some of our expectations for the year.
No, they are not.
So from the gun, Otsego puts a runner in motion, switches tight end sides. This is going to be a pitch to this side. There's a hole there. Closes quickly. That's going to be a gain of a half a yard, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and more than 10.
Bulldogs, number 5, Eagle right, the ball carrier.
Small pack of Red Wolves there.
Brandon Buell, Darren Stry, and Bryson Newell on the tackle.
Brings up 3rd down and 12.
So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 12. And Jason, now you're starting to see what we saw last week. This is the 3rd and beyond the sticks.
3rd and a bunch.
Yeah, we were very rarely calling them inside the 10s. Everything was double digits last week.
I'm guessing this ball's going to the air.
Oh yeah, Otsego's going to throw it around.
Number 11 in motion. Back to pass.
He's going to try to let one go deep. That's what the receiver never knew the ball was in the air. So he's looking back, waiting for it to come out, and the ball was 15 yards down the field.
Apparently that was a timing pass.
Yeah. And that was not a Rolex. That was not even a Timex.
That didn't turn over at all. That kind of looked like a punt.
Talking about the officials last night in one of the games, their quarterback was facing backwards, threw the ball backwards 4 yards. There was a lineman there, incomplete pass.
No, that's a fumble.
That's a lateral.
Yeah.
So they're into punt. Otsego, Tate's back. Looks like we've got a return on again.
Fake.
Oh, it's a fake, and it's a good fake. That's a great call. Otsego going to get down, and one of the gunners on the outside's able to make the tackle. That's a great call by Otsego.
I'm pretty sure that was an audible. I heard a lot of yelling from the punter.
Yeah.
And the two upbacks were gone as soon as that snap hit.
There was no hesitation there.
No.
He just took off.
No. He had a wide open field.
Yeah, that was that's a good call. And even if it was an audible read, to send them out there with the idea, hey, if they're not going to cover that edge, get out there. And,
Zero hesitation.
Honestly, when that snap occurred, the Red Wolves were just standing still. They were upright. Nobody was down. It kind of caught them off guard. It might have been a quick snap as well.
It's time for our boys to get over that penalty in last series and
I think,
ratchet down.
To be perfectly honest with you, I think that right there is going to wake them up. And at least get them a little antsy on the line. No flag thrown. But you got to understand, that run right there is more offense than the last 2 games combined with our starters on the field. So that's going to be a gain of about 1.
I think we're going to see a lot of deep trick bag from Otsego this week, trying to
if they've got it in the
something.
bag, anything that you can do, to try to crack the end zone.
Second down and 7 for the Bulldogs.
So 2nd and 7, 1:13 to go here in the first. Drops the pass. He's got a receiver. It's caught. That's going to be good for a first down. Bryson Newell's out there in the coverage, but that was a nice throw.
Got to tell you, that was an off. It looked like it was supposed to be a screen pass, but
there was nobody out to block it.
No, it was. Well, he was in where the linebackers are at, so odd, but it worked out for him because it gave him separation.
And the linebackers weren't there.
No, the linebackers were coming thinking that they were going to get that sack. Yep.
So good play design if that's what's intended. Red Wolves starting to get a little stomach acid going here for the faithful.
I honestly, Brent, I think they need a little bit, right?
Yeah.
We're getting close to that time of the year where you can't, then it shows those penalties. They hurt.
And we're going to get a delay of game.
Timeout before.
The flag went, but I think they called the time. They're going to give him the timeout.
I think he got it right before. So, getting back to my conversation, one of the things I heard is that holding penalties instruction is, if we can't see it on the big screen, you aren't throwing a flag for it. So I've noticed that we've seen a lot less holding on the line.
Yeah, that explains quite a bit, to be honest with you.
Which it's not fun when you're on the defensive line, but it's great when you're on the offensive line. So yeah, it is interesting to hear. Generally, the MHSAA has a focus every year that they're looking at.
And this year it was holding, huh?
Well, I think more of it was game time. How long is the game?
Yeah.
Are we over penalizing? Are they safety issues? Are they those ticky-tacky fouls?
Sure.
So,
well, getting back into it here, this is going to be a first down for Otsego. Ball's on the 27. So that's a run off the right side. They haven't, I will say that they haven't been able to crack the front 7 in the run game at all tonight.
Engler right, the ball carrier for the Bulldogs.
Which, obviously they're trying to be able to set up the play action by running the ball.
Sure.
But
sure, and they've been successful a couple times.
Yeah.
Because we are obviously over pursuing that run. That's going to take us to the end of the first quarter, so I'm going to replay the few Red Wolves that we just had to interrupt, so you get a couple kids twice.
Alex McNeil, 2026, tight end. Shout out to my mom.
Elijah Garcia, class of 25, tight end. I'd like to shout out my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Baron Marinich, class of 2025, position kicker. Shout out Mama Marinich.
Landon Buell, class of 2025, position team bowling manager, and shout out my uncle.
is he doing? We're hoping for next week, but I don't know.
Well, hopefully. All right, back at it here. Flipping ends of the field. Down we go. So, Jason, you know, Otsego's moving here. They've had a nice long drive helped out by that huge fake punt. Honestly, Red Wolves a little shell-shocked right now. Took the opening kickoff with very little trouble, had 1 4th down play, took it right down the field and punched it into the end zone. And now here we are, Otsego's turn, and they're moving the ball, play actions, setting up some of their passing game that has worked. Pitch out. That's going to be strung out nicely. Landon Buell, nice play on the edge.
Good solid defensive play.
And the one thing, Jason, we have not seen, we haven't seen since the Big Rapids game a quarterback that could throw the ball like this, you know. And that's something you're going to see next week. Niles is going to throw the ball sometimes. Now, their big target at Niles is out for the season with a broken ankle. So, you know, that's going to help from the passing game standpoint. But their quarterback can sling the ball.
And they got a lot of speed.
And a lot of speed. A lot more speed than you're going to see from Otsego tonight. So this isn't a horrible test for the Red Wolves to see Otsego throw the ball around a little bit to get used to some coverage. That's a throw that's outside. You know, that's a great spot where he threw that ball, just unable to pull it
through
in.
the outside, the back shoulder, yeah. And he threw a good ball.
That's going to bring up a 4th and 8. That's a huge play right now for the Bulldogs in this game. Red Wolves able to stop here, and that's going to be just a devastating crush to this drive.
Got trips right here. This is definitely going in the air.
Back to throw. He's going to set up a screen. That's a long ways to go, and he's not going to get anywhere close.
I got to tell you, Brent, with what I've seen, I would have slung that ball into the end zone.
Yeah, well, and I got to tell you, Jason, their screens, aren't you supposed to have a couple of linemen out to help block on those?
Well, he ran behind the entire line, but then there was no one out to block for him.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what that was. That was an odd play to gain 8 yards when he lost 5 catching the ball.
So Red Wolves going to, oh, you know what we need on that? We're going to get
That's a turnover, yeah, absolutely. Hopefully that deflates any air they put in their little balloon here.
Yeah, and, you know, it's been that kind of season for both Otsego and Paw Paw. Don't be surprised if we see a giant run here on the first or second play from scrimmage. So P.J. DeYoung into the line, didn't get it on that first play. Gain of about 1.
DeYoung, the ball carrier for Paw Paw. Tackled by Bulldogs, number 80, Boyce.
Got about, what, a half yard there, maybe 1?
Yeah.
For a 1-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd down and 9 for the Red Wolves.
I did give myself the second play as a kind of a
just
leeway
in case.
There.
Yeah. We're not meant to be predictors. We just report the truth.
Now, I just feel like Ben Miller, it's his turn to break one. That is Ben Miller. Ooh. We're gonna get that dreaded hold that you were just talking about. Could be a face mask in on the end.
Could have been.
One came
Could have
in.
been. Face mask. It is.
Yeah.
It is a face mask.
Yeah, that one came in late, so that most likely points to a face mask. So that's going to be a 15-yard penalty. It's going to give Red Wolves a first down.
15 yards back that we gave them earlier.
Going to use the first down, but we're not going to howl the face mask call. Felt like we earned that one.
Paw Paw's ball at the 41-yard line. First down and 10.
So from the tee, Gunnar Goodell, we're going to bring him up. Snap. This is a pitch back. P.J. DeYoung. P.J.'s got a good hole. P.J. DeYoung, good for a Red Wolves. First down.
Like there was another face mask there that they didn't get, but
ball
Yeah, I
carrier
thought I
for
saw
Paw
his
Paw.
head
Next
turn
up
a
by
little
the
bit
Bulldogs,
as he's running down through there.
A little stronger than normal, yeah.
Young picks up a first down for Paw Paw at the 48-yard line. First
But
down.
now, in the definition of running downhill, there's 2 10-plus yard plays in a row. 9:42 to go here in the half. Red Wolves crack midfield. This play from the 48. Gunnar Goodell under center. That's going to be a pitch to Ben Miller. Miller off the right side. Miller bounces off one, runs right into a linebacker. He's going to pick up a yard.
Miller, the ball carrier for Paw Paw, met up by the Bulldogs, number 9.
They gave him 2.
Well, and this is where if we are going to go with trends, this is going to be the trap play, and Bryson's going to get a shot at breaking another one. Yeah, it wouldn't be out of line here. This is a good spot on the field to put the ball in the air.
Especially if he's throwing dimes like he did earlier.
And he's got Marinich short side from the tee. That's their target. Barron's out there. Barron's got one. Baron Marinich down the sideline. Stiff arm. Barron's going to go out of bounds. Just short of the line. So down to the 3-yard line. Howell. First down. Yeah. So Baron Marinich,
so everybody but the official thought that was on the 3
button. Yeah. A nice stiff arm down the sideline too. Barron got an extra 4 yards with that. All he did is set Ben Miller up for a touchdown. Gunners under center from the power I. Ben Miller off the right side. Ben breaks a tackle. Ben Miller's in for the Red Wolves.
Red Wolves. Ben Miller.
Sorry, wrong button. Going for some fireworks there. That's all right.
Uh-oh, what button did you give him?
We gave him the intro.
Oh, okay.
So we're starting over. That's okay.
It wasn't the car show one still. That's over,
no,
right?
I had to move.
That's good.
We had to move the the buttons to the wrong side of the thing, so I'm not used to hitting the buttons right-handed. Mike in for the extra point.
Good snap, good hold.
Ike's kick is up and
good kick.
So with 8:33 here to go until halftime, Paw Paw flexes a little bit, takes that long Otsego drive, stuffs it right back the other direction, and Paw Paw leads 14-0.
Oh, hey. Darren Stry, senior, offensive tackle, defensive end, long snapper. Shout out Grandma Judy and little Dennis at home.
Dalton Ike, junior, offensive tackle, defensive tackle. Shout out UPS for the glorious health benefits.
Colin Campbell, offensive defensive line, senior, kickoff, PAT. Shout out my grandma and grandpa, and shout out Cody, he has earrings.
Gage Mavis, senior, defensive end, kickoff. Shout out to my moms.
Julian Hernandez, AKA Maui. Play O-line, D-line. Like to shout out Moana 2.
Tyler Kruziger, I'm a junior, offensive and defensive line. I'd like to shout out Meyer for the generous food selection.
All right, back at it here. Gunner's going to kick it. Red Wolves swaying back and forth. Sun is dropping below the horizon.
Another
nice
good
kick from Gunner. That's going to be taken at about the 8. They're going to bring it up. Nice play by Gage Mavis on special team, coming out of nowhere, and that's really been Gage's MO all year.
He came across the field
Gage
to make that.
Gage has been doing that all year. That's just a great play by that young man.
That guy has a nose for the ball, and he comes in hard and fierce.
Well, it's not easy to be primarily a special teams headhunter. Gage plays other positions as well, but that's where he's just excelling and just flying down the field. Great to see that confidence. So Otsego is going to start. They're at their own 20.
Twins out right here.
That's going to go, and that's a big play. Going to be a 12 or 13-yard run before Eli Sonnenberg's able to bring him down.
He had 10 yards in before the lineman knew that the play went off.
He was past the line before we even moved.
Yeah, that was a good quick hitter.
So another run bounces off a tackle, and then Otsego again right back at it. You gotta love the spunk in this team. They're not giving up anything.
I gotta tell you, that tailback is running hard. He is full tilt coming in, bouncing off, making cuts.
So 2nd and 3. One thing, Jason, can you check your lens and just see if we've got, is that a focus or do we have a little condensation on the front of the lens maybe? You look a little tiny bit blurry. We're gonna run up the middle. We're gonna do a technical thing here and clean the front of the lens off. Yep, I think that was it. That's a little bit blurry. Now try to test the focus a little bit. Yeah, the other, a little bit more, you had it.
3rd down and 3 for Otsego.
So that's 3rd and 3 for Otsego. We'll keep playing with the focus and get, that's better, for sure that's better.
Okay.
3rd and 3. And they're gonna throw for it. They're gonna put one deep. That's out of bounds.
Yeah, he was out.
They're gonna say, yeah, they're gonna say out of bounds. So great catch, you know. I'm not sure Eli did the right thing there. He ran him right to the sideline. You know,
yeah.
The ball was headed out of bounds as it were, but you know.
But that kid still make a heck of a catch out there. That's still hard to concentrate when you got someone hanging on you like that.
I think before that play, Otsego had decided that was a 2-down play. Because I don't think you take that shot on 3rd and 3 if you're not planning on going for it in 4th and 3.
Trips here. Watch the hard count. And
yeah,
it's going nowhere.
Right into the middle of Darren Fry and Colin Campbell. So Colin and Darren were standing in that hole, and that's going nowhere. So Paw Paw's in business. You know what? Let's go. Yeah, Paw Paw's in business. Back inside the 40-yard line. Yeah, we got it. It's good now. So 6:38 to go until halftime. Paw Paw's going to try to punch another one in here.
On the 40. 40 going in.
Yeah, and you know, this is a great time to go to the air one more time. Like right now, just hit them. Just took the ball over at the 40-yard line. You know that they think we want to kill the clock for the half. You know, you got Barron out there on basically the same play.
Give him a dagger before half.
Yeah, I feel like we're going to run it, but PJ DeYoung ahead for about 4.
DeYoung, the ball carrier for Paw Paw, tackle up by Bulldogs number 9, Blanchard.
So that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
Down and 6 for Paw Paw.
Gunner's going to bring the play in. So from the tee, Gunner's under center. PJ and Miller with Bryson in the middle. That's going to be Miller. Ben's off the right side. Ben's going to pick up maybe 4. Yeah, he's going to be short by 2 maybe, looking at where they're standing.
Yard and a half, yeah.
Yard and a half. So 3rd and 1. We'll call it good call on the 3rd and 1.
The first down, 3rd down and 1 for Paw Paw.
I give out to shout out Jason to the girls golf team. Talked to Coach Miller. Tried to coax him into an interview, but he wussed out on us, wouldn't do it. But sounds like they had a decent day. Didn't play as well as they wanted to, but it looks like their hopes are up for tomorrow. From the Power Eye here. Handoff. That's a counter. PJ DeYoung. Haven't seen that wrinkle yet. Didn't like that extra activity in there by Otsego.
But it got the first down. It's moving the chains.
First time we've seen that counter wrinkle out of the Power Eye, or at least from this angle.
Number 8, Wyrick. Ball gets the ball down to the 29-yard line, first down and 10.
116 people on the broadcast tonight, Jason. Good night for football here in West Michigan.
But looks like we had a good crowd travel
very
as well.
Good crowd. We traveled well tonight. Otsego's being one of the feels like one of the closer.
Didn't used to be, but
trivia question: did you know that Paw Paw is the geographic center of the Wolverine Conference?
Didn't used to be, but
no, I found that out weirdly. PJ off the left side. Weirdly found that out because we host all of the athletic directors conferences here, and I asked Alan why that was, and he says it's because it's the shortest drive for everybody else, and it doesn't feel like that when we're on the road, but.
Picks up a yard on the play. Second
I thought Sturgis was in another state.
Yeah, well, the flights to Edwardsburg are the ones that get me. I don't know if there's a glitch or if there's some kind of. Well, we went from 106 people to 149 to 117
nice.
all in about 15 seconds.
Maybe a reboot on.
Handoff, PJ DeYoung, left side. PJ is going to pick up about.
That was actually
3.
another kind of counter play. A fake off to the right hand side, and PJ came jumping this way.
It's just in my mind that I would love to see it.
25 the ball carrier.
I think we're going to go for this and pick up first downs if we get a fourth down, but I'd like to see Ike boom one from a ways out here.
Pick up 2 yards on the play. Third down and 7 for Paw Paw.
I think that might be cannon fire. Looks like there's a campfire up there in the
Oh,
trees.
that's where the extra stands had. They have their own campfire out there. Probably
Power eye, pitch, Ben Miller. Oh, nice cut by Miller. Miller's going to go off the left side. Ben Miller is going to be good for a Red Wolves first down.
Great run, good patience. And,
great cutback by Ben Miller, takes him off the right side. Darren and Bryson Newell both out there with nice blocks.
Little road grading for him, and then he saw the over pursuit
first down
cut back.
Inside the 15-yard line at the 13. Yeah, I didn't know there was a campground on school property here.
I'm guessing that's just off school property, which is why there's a fire. Because they kind of rolled in a portable stand here.
Bryson Newell's down inside, and that's going to be close. It's not
almost
quite there yet, but that's going to be good.
Is that the 5?
Tackled by Bulldogs, number 3, the Granding.
So Newell.
Pick up about 3 yards, be second down and 3.
So we've got I think we're going to run the ball, Greg. I think we're going to run it right down their throats.
Yep, tee back in.
I'm feeling PJ. Nope, this could be Miller.
Miller.
Yep. Nice cut.
Touchdown, Ben Miller. Never even broke stride.
Ben Miller off the right side in for the Paw Paw touchdown. That's going to make it 20-0, and we're going to have the pending extra point. See if we can't make it 21. Dalton Ike. Snap is good. Hold's good. Ike's kick is up, and Ike's kick is good. No, he said
just
he
left. Yep, just
really,
left.
Somebody's going to have to look at that one. Must have missed it to the left. It disappeared for a second for me too, but maybe he just kicked it so hard.
I do think it went into the soccer goal back there behind it, though.
Maybe he kicked it so hard it just corked out on us for a second. Now let's meet some more Red Wolves.
Austin Ackerman, junior, offensive line and outside linebacker. Shout out to Dalton's 2 left feet.
Cody Simpson, senior, offensive tackle, defensive tackle. Shout out Colin, he got fluffy hair.
Eli Sonnenberg, junior, wide receiver, DB. Shout out Baron Marinich, partner in crime.
Kendall Tate, sophomore, wide receiver, safety. Shout out Emma Penning.
I'm Karen Armijo. I'm a junior running back, and I'm shouting out Mr. Gaffrey.
My name is JJ Varney, 2026, wide receiver, running back, and safety. Shout out my Chicos at Home Depot.
Yep. I'm PJ DeYoung. I'm a running back, senior, and built by McDonald's.
So Gunnar Goodell to kick. 20-0 is your score. 2:09 to go until a half. Otsego's marching band's warming up.
Another beautiful kick.
That's going to be fielded at about the 10. Good run. Kalen Tate was in there for one.
Takes the ball from Otsego from the 10-yard line.
Sonnenberg. Cody Simpson as well.
Out to the 26.
Take us down about to the 2-minute.
Yeah, no 2-minute timeout, 2-minute warning, or any other 2-minute nonsense in high school
I don't know.
football.
Made it into college. Maybe next year, Brent.
2 minutes and 3 seconds left here in the first half.
Well, you'd think, you know, the last thing you want to do if you're at Otsego is get a quick 3 and out here and give the Red Wolves another chance to put some points on the board before halftime. There's a pitch. It's a nice cutback, but there's nothing there. He's going to pick up a yard.
A hard yard.
No, he's going to pick up 15.
He's going to pick up 16.
And I'm going to guess Kalen Tate's hands in the air are going to indicate that he may be guilty on that one.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're picking up some feedback, folks.
That ball foul. Personal foul against Paw Paw.
I didn't see what Kalen did, but he was the one with his hands up like I didn't do it.
I just saw a pile and I saw a flag, and
Yeah.
I was afraid it was going to be against the Red Wolves. And
Well, now, Greg, the thought process has shifted a little bit. Now you're deep enough out of your own end that even if you get 3 quick outs, you're gonna win the field position game.
I'm slinging the ball if I'm Otsego.
Yeah, at this point, that changed my mind. They're going to throw an interception, but it changes my mind.
Same guy.
Oh, nice.
Great play.
By Sonnenberg. Wow.
Great
Eli
play.
Sonnenberg with a great play down the sideline.
Incomplete, brings up second down.
Ran with him the entire time, played the ball at the last minute, and was able to knock it out of the sky.
What is the saying? The ball doesn't lie?
That's right.
That's right.
That's a great play by Eli.
I do have to tell you that number 11 came into motion, and he actually should have been a false start because he started forward before the snap of the ball.
There's a snap, handoff inside, and that's going to be
going nowhere.
Austin Ackerman on the tackle.
Ball carrier for the Bulldogs.
I'm going to put this out there. Mark and Kelly Linder's watching from Prescott, Arizona, so one of the former broadcast crew on Fan Appreciation Night. Good to hear that Mark's out there watching. Kelly as well. I think we may have to have an interesting comment contest. You want your comment on the screen.
Huh? They want us to be creative. Let's see how creative they can be.
Under a minute. Otsego 3rd and long. They're going to snap the ball. Put one up in the air. That's a floater.
That's going to be a pick.
Picked. There's the interception I was talking about. That's going to go back the other way. Eli Sonnenberg. And we're going to get a late flag on there. There may have been a clip there by the Red Wolves.
There was not one Bulldog in where that pass was thrown. The flag was thrown back here, though. I wonder if it was like a roughing the passer or what the call was, because that flag was back here by the quarterback.
I think
was
there
it?
was
Okay.
I do think there was a block in the back, right near the tackle.
Yep.
I didn't see who it was, but it looked like it. So 40.8 seconds. I absolutely put the ball in the air once here if
Run that same play to Tate.
Yeah. I still didn't hear what the call was.
Illegal block in the back. No, it was illegal block in the back.
Come on, Blue, call it both ways.
We haven't had a penalty on Otsego all night.
Well, in fairness, they've been pretty clean. Our penalties have not been the smartest of penalties on any of them.
Those are not very cerebral penalties.
Yeah.
Down 10, 40 seconds left here in the first half.
So from the tee, looks like
there it is.
There's a good throw. Ben Miller's got the ball. Ben Miller's out of bounds inside the 30, and there's a great call by Coach Stride. They didn't air the ball out, which Otsego was definitely guarding against, but they cleared that area out. Ben Miller's able to slip from the backside and get a little screen on there. Great play, gets us down the field, gets us.
Coach Stride's call tricked me because I was looking for the ball downfield and went right past the catch, so that's my bad.
Well, it happens. You know, it's the last game that we're going to be on free TV for the year, so you're allowed to make a mistake here and there.
Got to tell you, it's this quick draw tripod
here. So this is a different look.
Oh.
Newell in motion. Don't see that every day. Kalen Tate's got the ball. Kalen Tate's going to be good for close to a first down. And Paw Paw's going to call a timeout. So there's another formation we haven't seen yet, Jason.
Timeout, Paw Paw.
So Paw Paw's going to call a timeout.
Yeah, that was all brand new, all over the place.
Yeah, that's, I haven't seen that one yet, so there's a new wrinkle. Nice to see that we've got some new stuff in there.
The funny thing is, it was basically a quick pitch.
We are going to let's check on the out-of-town scoreboard here. Just a second, and we will bring that up. So right now, Three Rivers, 34, Sturgis nothing. Wow. That's in the second quarter. Niles leads Plainwell 28-0. What else we got going on here? There's our score here. Eddie's 29, Vicksburg 7. That's in the second quarter. So some blowouts going on tonight in the Wolverine Conference. Every one of those games is a lopsided score. Paw Paw comes to the line.
250 seconds left to play, according to the clock.
Goodell's going to throw. He's got a man. It's a screen, and that's Ben just unable to handle the pass. That really was the first bad throw from Gunner in a while. Just
a little bit behind him.
He pulled it a little bit, but. So 21.4
His arm might be a little
seconds to
tired,
go
that many in a row.
Quarter. Might have to go over and see if they got hot dogs and marshmallows at that campfire over there.
Prices might be better in the concession stand.
Right?
I don't know.
Almost guarantee that the Coca-Cola is better. Gunner under center. He's back to throw. Goodell pumps it. Throws now.
Oh, pass interference!
A little bit of a flag.
Oh!
So that's going to cost Otsego. In high school, that's a 15-yard penalty. And the Otsego.
Oh, that's an unsportsmanlike conduct.
He is on a roll, so that's going to be half the distance and half the distance. So I think they'll actually get the full 15-yard penalty out of the first one. Second one's certainly only going to be half the distance.
See, I think these young men need to learn like it was when we played. If we'd have made that penalty, I would have been terrified of my coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do not run your mouth.
And on Monday, you're running.
Well, that was a nice play by Gunnar Goodell, by the way.
It was a
Ducking
great
out of
play.
there and buying some extra time.
Yeah.
And having the wherewithal to put the ball up in the air so that you can get that call. You know, Baird Marinich was the only one who could have made a play on that ball.
And I mean, he was flat tackled.
Yeah, absolutely. So
now where's this?
Two calls on the play. We have pass interference, and we also have personal foul against Otsego.
Oh, that's unsportsmanlike conduct. It's a different penalty.
So that's going to put the ball at the 5-yard line. Only got 13 seconds to go here, but we do have a timeout. I think we have 2 left, don't we? Yeah. Yep, 2 timeouts left.
Yeah, I think there's only been 2 timeouts
So
this
really,
half.
to be honest with you, everything in the playbook is
Oh, yeah.
available to you right now, because even if they don't make it in, they're going to call a timeout. That's going to be a pitch to Miller. Miller's got a convoy. Ben Miller.
Touchdown, walks it in.
Paw Paw, touchdown, Ben Miller.
They had a nice escort.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that was a good play.
And
call.
honestly, you know, teams are used to us squaring off and just taking those chunk plays. By throwing the ball like we did, opens it up. They can't just tee off.
Well, and
can't fill the box.
You know, you talk about a drive for the Red Wolves. You know, this is a team that in years past, this throwing the ball wouldn't have been possible. You know, and this team Flex's kick is up.
That's good.
That looked good. Yep, Dalton Knight converts the extra point. But to continue that thought, Jason, you know, we get the ball at the 50-yard line or 45-yard line years past. We're not doing anything with it.
No.
You know, we're getting 7-8 yards and we're going into halftime up by 20. You know, this team's different. This team's built different. This is, you know.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, that's true 2-minute drill, which you don't see out of a wing T team.
Well, you came out of a wing T formation the first time, but you got that little slip screen that gets us the 25 yards, and then we're able to be nimble and go into a more spread look, traditional passing attack, throw the ball 3 times and get the ball down to the 5-yard line. You know, that's a wrinkle you just haven't seen from the Red Wolves.
Well, and honestly, film's going to be interesting for other team, for Niles looking at us next week. Like, we got to be ready for a little bit more.
Number 8, Wyrick.
Well,
because you know they're going to score.
And quite honestly, consistency gets you to championships. Nimbleness wins championships. You got to be able to do things. And if the Red Wolves can do some of these things against Niles, it just throws too much for them to be able to cover, you know. And it's going to be the team that's able to step outside their comfort zone that's going to win that game. That's short, but that's not going to be played. So Otsego is going to run out the first. Great job by the officiating crew there to not blow that whistle and get us to halftime. So we're going to go into halftime. Again, Gage Mavis' name gets called on the tackle there. We're going to go into halftime with Paw Paw leading 27-0 here in Otsego. All right, Jason, we're going to come back here. We've got just under a minute to go before the second half started. Otsego is going to get the ball. So they won the toss and deferred. So they'll start it off here from we're frozen. No, we're frozen. I got band on the field. Let's see if we can fix that.
Oh, did the music shut us off?
I don't know. Let's go to this, and then we'll go back to this. And take that. That camera, what do you got on it? You got a live on that camera? Switch that camera off, and let's bring it, and he'll see me for a second. Yep, take that one down. Yep, okay, now we've got that. Now bring it back on.
Okay.
Let's see if it picks it back up here. Never had this happen where the camera froze on us.
It's cold. I still have live feed.
Yeah, it hasn't come back up yet. Unplug that and plug that little cord back in and see if that helps.
Start of the second half.
No, on the other side, that side.
Back for the Bulldogs, number 8, Wyrick, number 5, Engelwright. Kick it off for Paw Paw, number 22, Goodell.
Hey, welcome back.
Hey.
Just in time. So, like we can't fix things on the fly here. Getting pretty good at this. Okay, so Gunnar Goodell's going to kick off. Otsego's got a couple of guys deep. Gunnar puts one down inside the 10. That's going to be fielded at the 7. They're going to bring it out. Good run. Threw a couple of people before they're able to wrestle them down. They've got some athletic kids here. I expect to see a pretty good-looking basketball team and a wrestling team out of Otsego.
Make that the 30-yard line. We're full on start, first down and 10.
Are you muted? There you go.
I was. Sorry about that. I'm just
I
having a
saw
great conversation with myself.
That's right. I saw you talking, but your lips was moving, but your audio levels were not.
Maybe the crowd was happy for a minute. It was quiet. I don't know.
I've got 15 comments saying this is the best 45 seconds of football we've had all year.
I know.
That's going to be an inside handoff, and he's going to be good for a gain of about 4.
Blanchard ball,
Cruising and Buell on the tackle.
Don't normally see it chippy on the first play in the second half, but there's a little bit of
there's some bad blood going on.
A little bit of an edge here.
So from the shotgun, Otsego, 2nd and 8. They're going to hand that inside, and it's a good run off this thing, but it met immediately at the defensive end by Bryson Newell.
Bulldogs number 9, Blanchard, tackled by Paw Paw's number 55.
Oh, that's Austin Ackerman. My bad.
Blanchard picks up 4 yards on the play.
And that's going to still bring up a 3rd and 4.
3 for Otsego Bulldogs.
They're going to say 3. I'm going to call that liar.
Just like our 3/5 yard line down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even their announcer said it was the 3-yard line. Looks like they stoked the fire over there on the out in the woods.
The fire is stoked down there. We've got oh, and that's a good play by Stry. Julian Hernandez looked like he was in there too.
Yeah, there's a late hit there, number 11. That's
chippiness.
No, this kid out here on number 11 just threw a punch.
I think they're going to get Kalen Tate again.
Oh, it should be on Otsego.
You'd think so.
While they're figuring this out, for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, we got a campfire out here in the woods, which you don't normally see at a high school.
And I'm telling you, if I own that house, good, that is against Otsego. If I'm on that house, that's the best place to be on a Friday night.
Absolutely.
We wouldn't be broadcasting, Jason. We'd be sitting out there watching football.
No, I only showed it because I'm very jealous.
In fact, we might just have to go be friendly after the game. Say, we've been watching you. We've been watching you all night. We wanted to see what you're drinking.
Bulldogs down to 22.
Is it Pepsi? Is it Coke? We just don't know.
Just water. They're hydrating.
Yeah, hydrated. We all need to hydrate.
Everyone needs to hydrate.
So they're going to punt. 4th and...
Bet Paw Paw watches the fake this time. Nope, it's a real punt. Short.
Yeah, that's going to take a bounce. Tate's going to bobble it. Not necessarily the smartest idea there.
But it was good. He hauled it in.
Taken by Paw Paw's number 5, Tate. Fumbles with the ball, tackled down at the 49-yard line.
You could tell his thought process was he grabs that. He's
gone. He's running, right.
He's got 14, 15 yards, but it's a risk-reward play for sure.
But the fact that it was going 110 miles an hour when it hit his hands, good for him to haul it in. For those of us here in the stand, there's a weird glare on the field right where the ball's at. I checked the camera.
Yeah, you can see it a little better than you can live, honestly.
Yeah.
The camera's picking it up better than my eyes are. It is a weird, the lighting is really
It's shining
weird
off the turf, right.
From the tee, Gunnar Goodell. Gunnar stepped on by the pulling guard. Ben Miller's going to get the ball, and that play just wasn't good.
But he still gets the handoff even though he was going down.
Yeah, well, you got somebody pulling through that area, and Gunnar didn't clear it in time, and he got stepped on.
No gain on the play. He's 2nd down and 10 for the Red Wolves.
Fortunate to keep the ball there. Sometimes that ball come squirting
Well,
out
with him
of there.
coming down that, it's easy for him to miss the mesh point, and that ball to go hopping behind.
So from the tee, Red Wolves, Gunner's got Newell behind him, PJ and Ben Miller. PJ's got the ball. PJ falls forward, bowling ball for about 5, maybe 4, 2nd and 6.
Kept his legs rolling and picked up some extra yards.
Got into Otsego territory there. That's going to bring up a 3rd.
Pick up about 4 yards. Tackled by Bulldogs number 13, Healy.
Bring up 3rd down. I forgot about that.
3rd down and 6 for the
other
Red
one.
Wolves.
There's usually 4, sometimes not.
Yeah. Somewhere between 1 and 4.
I saw 5 in a college game one time.
6. There's 6 in one college game. Nebraska, Missouri. From the tee. Pitch. That's
Ben Miller out here.
Ben's got a hole. Ben's got a 1st down. Ben is broken. Ben threw for a good run for the Red Wolves. Thought he might go there for a second.
Great run by Miller. And as usual, he's got his road graders out there making it easier.
Miller takes the ball down at 35-yard line. Paw Paw start first.
Well, it was good patience there because he had a moment where he could have tried to jump to the outside.
But it
and he
wasn't
waited.
there. It
No,
wasn't
was
there.
not there.
No,
And
the
he
cutback was the play, and he found it.
And honestly, he let the Otsego defender over pursue and go by him. We're going to get a timeout.
Got an equipment timeout.
Equipment problem.
Oh, yes, you cannot wear shorts in high school, young man.
Oh, that's just an Amish rule.
I never understood the allure of playing on turf with shorts.
And Gunnar Goodell's going to pick up 5 yards with the cadence.
If the ref wanted to look, number 55 has shorts on one leg.
So Gunnar with a nice cadence call there.
It's drip. He's got his drip going. He's good.
So now 1st and 5, and that opens up the playbook, Jason. 1st and 5 is a good trick play.
There it is, the screen.
Ben Miller's got the ball. That's going to be good for a Red Wolves. 1st down.
Great yards after carry there. I thought it was over. And
Taken down by Bulldogs number 11, Adrena.
it's all right, good pass.
When he threw that ball from here, I couldn't find a receiver.
I saw him coming. I saw him coming from behind the defender.
All of a sudden, he flashed open on the other side of the defender, and Gunnar dropped that in the basket.
Yep. I didn't even see Marinich open.
He didn't give me time to look for Barron on that one. But back in business. Inside, Newell. Bryson's going to go for 3.
Newell, the ball carrier for Paw Paw, tackled by Bulldogs number 9, Blanchard. Newell picks up 4 yards, be 2nd down and 6 for Paw Paw.
We'll have to make sure we get some ice for Goodell's arm off all these throws. It's nice. Nice to see.
So the Wolves come to the line. Power I this time. Ben Miller's going to get the ball. Nope, inside. That's Bryson. Bryson's going to run in. Bryson Newell down to the 1-yard line. That's going to be a first down. Running like his grandpa Terry on that one.
Paw Paw gets the ball down to the 1-yard line.
Brent, I believe that makes you 0 for 2 on plays that you called for sure.
For sure. Yes. Yeah. Well, I've gotten a few right tonight.
Yeah.
So.
Oh,
So we got. I'm 50-50 on this. I'm 50-50 on this drive. I got that pass play.
To be fair, the book is open tonight apparently.
That's inside. P.J. DeYoung for the Red Wolves. Touchdown.
I gotta tell you, not only does that fire look appealing, it smells fantastic. Oh, maybe it's the fireworks we smell.
Yeah, it could have been the fireworks.
Could have been the fireworks. Yeah, that's it.
They just went off again.
I know. Saw them.
33-0's your score. Dalton Ike's going to try to make that 34. Soccer goal is a little more centered in this one, so maybe Dalton's got a better target.
Yep.
Kick is up. No good. Kick is off to the left. So 33-0 is going to be your score. But that just gives us an opportunity to get to an even 40.
Oh, yeah.
So 5:25 to go here in the third. Paw Paw leads Otsego 33-0. So, Jason, we've talked a little bit about, next week's going to be the showdown. We've seen it coming all year long. Niles is taking care of business. They do have a key injury. Probably their best player this year is out with the broken ankle and it's done for the year. But that doesn't mean that they don't have other weapons.
No, it might kind of sway their attack more run heavy than normal, but speed is abundant there. I never saw a lack of speed on that team.
And I think they're a little bit smaller than on the offensive line this year. They lost those 2 big kids last year. One went into the Big Ten, but they've got. They've still got a seasoned team, and they're in a 3 to 4 year run, much like Paw Paw's been in for the last 4 or 5. So this is not going to be.
They've got strong coaching. They've got good kids playing. They're going to come ready.
And they're former Three Rivers coach is the coach down there, and he's got a long tradition of winning. Kicks away. This is fielded a little bit deeper, 15-yard line.
Oh my!
Oh, Gage Mabus with a stick on the, when the entire crowd stops what they're doing to ooh a hit. That was a major league
I don't
hit.
know about the Special Teams All-American award, but he's
wow. So Sonnenberg was broken down, ready to make a simple tackle, and Gage made that moot. He just cleaned that up.
Gage says no time to wait. We're going to end this right now. Oh.
Yeah, that's a
I kind of felt that. I felt that crunch up here, Brent.
Gage Mabus. Yeah, that was a great hit. So Otsego's going to come out. 5:20 to go here in the third. 33-0's your score. Oh, he's in trouble, and he's going to go down. That's going to be a sack. Colin Campbell with the sack, able to run him down.
Oh. He just threw Sonnenberg into the bench, number 3, who got the unsportsmanlike conduct earlier.
You got to toss him.
That's multiple penalties by that young man.
They didn't throw a flag. There's no flag on the field.
How is there no flag?
I've never seen that. I've never seen a referee walk a kid 25 yards down the field and not throw a flag.
He had Sonnenberg bent over this bench over here. Unbelievable.
So that's a run off the left side, and that's not going to go anywhere. That's going to bring up 3rd and Merson's corners.
Hildebrand hands the ball off to number 5, Engelwright, tackled by Paw Paw's number 28, Newell.
So Newell on the tackle. 3rd and 15. Yes, Colin Campbell's got some quickness for sure. So Otsego's got 3rd and Merson. For those who don't know, Merson's corner is halfway to Paw Paw. Long throw, he's got a man, but he's overthrows him. 3 Red Wolves trail in the play. He's got some speed.
And an attitude to go with it, Brent.
He was blazing. That's going to bring up 4th and 15. Looks like Otsego's going to punt.
Although with a wide side open, we saw this before.
Well, somebody's got to stay out there and set that edge.
Very, very similar to what we saw in their fake last time. Well, he's punting it.
And again, they were all just standing up.
Short and high. Stay away.
That's going to go out of bounds inside the 50. So 46-yard line going in to score. Paw Paw will take over. Is that 35, Greg? Running clock at 35. 35. So Paw Paw can put the running clock into effect with any score on this drive.
Goes down to stops only for touchdowns, injuries, penalties.
You'd think I'd know those running clock
scores.
rules at this point. We've had them so often this year.
Yeah, from what I heard, the update of the Niles score, that game should be over in about 8 more minutes because
really?
They were up by 50, which was full running clock.
That's not good. That's Now let's take a look and see what we've got out of town. We'll bring those up here in a second.
We'll see if my my reporting I received was accurate.
So in the eye this time, Gunner's going to throw it. Gunner's going to drop it off inside there. Landon Buell, and that's a great read by Gunner. You know, the first is the streak, and the streak was covered, and Buell was able to open up underneath, and that's a great first down for Paw Paw.
Yeah, that was a beautiful ball. Like you said, went through his progressions well, found Buell open on the line, and hit him.
Paw Paw takes the ball out to the 34-yard line. First down and 10 for the Red Wolves.
There's that score that you talked about, 56-0 Niles over Plainwell. It's going to be a handoff to P.J. DeYoung. P.J.'s fighting hard. P.J. forward for about 6, maybe 5. So looking at the other out of town, Three Rivers, 49-0 over Sturgis. Sturgis has just had a rough year. Those games both at the half. That's got our score here has not been updated. Eddie's 36-7 over Vicksburg. So as we reported earlier, the Wolverine Conference, a lot of blowouts tonight. Next week is the circle your calendar week in the Wolverine. There's going to be a lot of people at Niles, or at Paw Paw to watch Niles. From the eye. Quick pass over here to Tate. Tate's going to try to pick up some yardage. Kalen goes for about 3. We're going to get a penalty in there. That came in late as well. Is that another face mask maybe?
I don't know. There's some chippiness on the backside of the line. We'll see what happens.
I mean, there's a lot of things that could be that late in the play. Could be a block in the back. It could be a face mask.
It came from the back, Judge.
Most
so.
likely not a hold.
Oh, they're conferencing. It's going to be a personal foul, I'm guessing.
Otsego's not looking happy.
Personal foul.
Personal foul. Oh, that's a chop block.
Chop block, illegal chop.
Personal foul against Paw Paw, blindside block.
Yeah. Coach Stry is not happy about that.
Drives the Red Wolves back to the 44-yard line. Do it again.
Well, the funny thing is we get called for a blindside block while someone threw our kid over a bench, and there's no call there.
I think you're still a little angry about getting thrown over the bench.
But who's paying attention?
That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing some anger in your voice there.
I'm sorry. Was that out loud?
Yeah, I'm hearing some.
I forgot my mute button.
Handoff inside. So that's not going to go much. That's going to be a gain of foot on third and bring up third. And, that's third and what? Leyland? That's quite a bit.
Yeah. Forgot we're further north.
Just, devil's advocate here, but maybe he was just trying to help him sit down and get a Gatorade.
What could be?
You know. So we're going to see a passing formation is what you're telling us here. Well, let's see what Gunner's got in a true passing down, Paw Paw hurried to the line.
So they couldn't see the formation.
Throw. There's a little drop off. Miller makes one man miss. Ben's not going to get very far, though. That's going to be a gain of 2. Going to punt? Or are they going to go for it?
That's a long go for it.
Miller, the ball carrier.
But what's your risk? What's your Otsego hasn't moved the ball effectively other than on fakes and trick plays all night.
Yeah, but here's the one thing about it: they're probably going to let the quarter run out. It's going to be close, but
I don't know if they can get the whole quarter.
But the thing is, you still remember, even with this risk reward, you still got to play your normal game plan because you got to get ready for next week.
You certainly don't want to give them any momentum at this point. It's a 33-0 game. Gunner's going to let this one go. Plus, let's see if we can kill one inside the 5.
And we have a good chance to.
Oh, are you kidding me?
What is the flag
for? Is that Kalen Tate again?
Bulldogs will start first down and 10. 1 second left on the clock, third quarter.
Miller. Goodness gracious.
I mean, running your mouths in a 33-0 game is just not acceptable.
When you just pinned him on the 1 yard line.
I don't even know what the penalty was for.
That's sportsmanlike conduct.
The only thing here is they might get both of them. But they should get both of them because there were 2 of them, John, and now he's talking to Dennis, threatening to throw Dennis out of the game.
He's actually yelling at Dennis.
There's a flag on the play. A personal foul against Paw Paw. Takes the ball out to the 15-yard line.
That's just horrible.
Bulldogs start
do everything to get us cut. And that ball was inside the 1.
It was perfect. That was a.
So that's going to be the last play. Here's going to be the last play of the quarter. Otsego to throw. They're going to throw a quick out. Nice play on the outside.
Good hit by Marinich.
In the third quarter, Hildebrand's pass completed by number 17.
So that's going to be the end of the third quarter.
Pick up about 3 yards. It's going to be second down and 7 to start the fourth quarter.
So back in looking ahead. So right now, as we look towards the playoffs, because at this point we're in the playoffs no matter what.
Correct.
The playoff point rankings, we're the number 1 ranked team in the area. Just playing Niles keeps us in the top 4 for our region. So most likely at this point we're going to host at least 1 round of the playoffs. And the last breakdown that we saw on playoff rankings was us and Edwardsburg and Niles all in the same district again this year.
Just like last year. Yeah.
So really, when you look at this, the winner of the Paw Paw Edwardsburg game is most likely going to host, or the winner of the Paw Paw Niles game is most likely going to host Edwardsburg for the first round. And so that's going to kind of look very similar to what it looked like last year.
Who was the fourth team last year?
Last year, I don't remember. Hastings is the fourth team this year. They're looking
Vicksburg?
like they're going to be.
Wasn't it Vicksburg last year?
It could have been Vicksburg. I think. Did we?
I'm not sure. I can't.
We got Edwardsburg.
We had Edwardsburg. I can't remember who Niles played.
Okay, so back to the broadcast here. Going to throw deep. He's again. Oh, that's interference. Oh, they finally didn't call one on us.
Are you kidding me? You cannot throw it that late.
Is just 20 yards away after the crowd complains about it.
And there was an official running with them.
Well, at this point, so
I don't know. If I'm Coach Stry, I'm sending the film in on this point.
So here's the point. Let's settle down, folks, because here's the point. At this point, you don't want anybody to get ejected for next week. You're up 33-0. Call your team together and say, guys, do not worry about it. We don't want anybody thrown out of this game in a 33-0 game over a horrible call. And quite honestly, soup to nuts, that was probably a good call, even though it came in super late.
I agree, but yeah, that official should not be making that call from where he was at. Exactly. Yeah, there was an official stride for stride. Holding?
Because that guy shouldn't be calling fast interference, but he can call holding.
Well, he can. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
It's only a 5-yard penalty.
That's a compromise call, is what that one's called.
I mean, yeah.
5 seconds after the play, you're 20 yards away, and you throw a flag. Handoff.
So that's inside. Good run. That's going to be close.
Short.
That's going to be just short of a first down. It's going to be about 3rd and 3.
Yeah, I think the thing that made that the worst is if that flag was thrown right away, there's not a whole lot to complain about. But the delayed flag after the crowd response, then that.
If this ref back here threw it, there's no complaint.
Yep, I agree. Because, I mean, they got tangled up, but I could definitely see throwing a flag myself.
So Otsego's got 2nd and 5.
Screen.
That's a good thing that ball was thrown high. Because I saw 3 white jerseys that had a shot at that one. Absolutely.
That's
P.J.
pick
DeYoung
6,
was standing
right.
there waiting for the ball.
Which is probably what he saw, too, when he turned to sling the ball.
Yeah, I think so, too. And, your only option there is to throw it high. But that's a good thing from that quarterback that could have been easily the 7 points we needed to get to 40. So 3rd and 6. 3rd and 5.
Good way to stay home. Delay a game.
Yeah. Just waiting a little bit too long. That's going to be.
I mean, that's a great trick play if you snap it maybe 2 seconds earlier.
You can't do that.
Crowd getting into it here at Paw Paw.
Yeah. Yeah, they're getting a little bit testy. The natives are restless here. Up here is the native Bulldogs. And that's that's picked.
Oh, he was out of bounds. Oh, just one toe deep.
So P.J. DeYoung was ready again on this side.
Lineman grabbed Julian Hernandez by the back of the jersey. had 2 hands on his shoulder.
From behind?
From behind.
No,
Wow.
but somebody will see that on the if you see that on the replay, or tomorrow morning, if you see somebody grab Julian Hernandez, please write your local congressman.
Or a signer.
Or.
I'm sure Mr. Farnquist standing by us isn't hearing
Yeah.
any of these.
So punt coming. Kalen's back. That's a good returnable kick. Fair catch called. and
Smart fair catch.
That's a good time for that. So Jason, I'm going to pull it up here. We've got the this is what we're looking at for playoff rankings. This website, in just in case you're looking for it, is called Snooze to You. And what they do is they take every week through the previous week. Now, obviously, this doesn't include tonight.
Regions and color.
So those are the regions that are set up across Division 4, most likely for the playoffs. So right now, as of last week, Niles, Battle Creek, Harper Creek are going to play each other, Paw Paw, Edwardsburg. But that is very much subject to change.
Wow, I haven't heard anything about Harper Creek just far enough out of our range.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
Especially with this, and we'll come back to that in a second, but especially when you look at the big game next week is going to shake all that up. Bryson Newell with a nice run. Bryson falls forward. Bryson's going to be right at the line to gain.
Just short. I don't think they're going to give it to him. Second in the nose of the ball.
Yeah, so second, and it's close. Yeah, and they're going to give him the first down. First down.
Yep, moving the chains.
So Dalton Ike into the game. Darren Stry is going to come out. 10 minutes to go. Darren doesn't look super happy.
Thing is if they're getting chippy, it's a smart move to keep your.
Ooh, didn't love that tackle right there. P.J. DeYoung with a gain of about 2.
And we're going to get a whole backfield change here, it looks like.
Well, and it's time. You know, it's time. We got 10 minutes, 9:42 to go here. And again, guys, the next week is the game. You know, this is when we've got to focus on. So getting some of these players some experience in there. Newell's on the sideline. PJ's on the sideline.
Yeah, because in the playoffs, you never know when you're asked to step up.
Paw Paw runs to the line. Going to hand this one off to Varney. JJ is going to go forward for about 2. What's going on?
Hey!
Here?
Absolutely!
What's going on?
You cannot push
This
off
is
a
getting
helmet.
Dangerous. You know, and Coach Try is doing exactly the right thing, telling his team just to let it go and get back.
Yeah.
But at some point, you just can't let this stuff
Yeah,
go.
you do not push off someone's head to get up. That's just absolute bush league.
I mean, that kid should be ejected.
Yeah.
There's no question about it. I mean, you called the personal foul, but what does that do? You know, you got to put an end to this.
Well, obviously, they know where they're at, right? So Paw Paw has everything to lose. Otsego has nothing to lose.
6, Plainwell 0. And we have Edwardsburg 43, Vicksburg 7.
Ackerman comes out.
Here we got 8 minutes and 57 seconds on the clock. Paw Paw's ball at the 28-yard line, first down and 10.
So that's at least the third, and there's just no way to say it nice, dirty play we've seen out of the Bulldogs tonight.
Yeah.
This handoff's up the middle. Kalen Tate.
You know, honestly, Brent, any coach any sport I've coached, any sport I've officiated, always with poise in class. I mean, you win some, you lose some, and there's just no reason for that.
Second down and 10 for the Red Wolves.
And I'm for all for aggressive, tough play, but that's just uncalled for.
There's no place for it, you know. And again, you're right. We have everything to lose. They have nothing to lose. They're trying to goad us into something right now. They want to be the one who took that player out of the next week's game.
Which is why Coach Try is also taking these other gentlemen out.
Gunner's going to hand off. Eli Sonnenberg. That's going to be gain of about 2.
Sonnenberg, the ball carrier.
Third and about 8.
Third and 8. We're just going to run the ball at this
Standing
point.
by Bulldogs, number 9, Blanchard. Pick up about a yard. Brings up third.
Buell's still in at tight end, though, right?
Yeah.
For Red Wolves.
Throw one to Barron.
Barron looks like he's got a limp. Hopefully that was just him tripping over someone's foot.
I don't know that I'm putting Gunner back to throw. I don't think I'm putting Gunner back to throw with the backup offensive line in.
On those quick hitters,
though. The ball, Sonnenberg. Eli, nice run. Eli's going to pick up 4. That, you know, honestly, this is a 4-down play anyways, so that's going to make it manageable. Or give me my Ike field goal. Give me my 35-yarder.
This might be a little far out.
That's all right. Give it to him.
That'll be 4th down and 3 on the play.
That's good. Let's kick it. Love to see it. Not going to see it, but I'd love to see it. From the wing tee, 4th and 4. That's gonna. They are gonna throw. Oh, he's got wide open. Baron Marinich catches the ball on the 1. They're gonna say he's down, but he's not in the end zone. So we'll give him a howl. He gets a first down, but he gets no touchdown. So good adjustment by Baron Marinich. Nice catch. Couldn't fall into the end zone, but he's down on the 1-yard line. The ball came out after he hit the ground. But that's going to give J.J. Varney a touchdown.
Van Newell's going in tight end for Barron.
So do they have a wrinkle here?
No, Barron's limping.
Hand off, Varney, touchdown.
Touchdown.
So I was on that one. J.J. Varney in for the Red Wolves, touchdown. I think I've got more than I've missed tonight.
Do you want to hear something terrible? My buddy's on that crew.
Oh, yeah? Well, good. You're going to have to give him a call later and
No, I'm
congratulate
gonna
him.
go see him after the game.
Yep. Congratulate him for his outstanding work tonight.
If he's the wing on the far side.
So, Gunners, Goodell's going to kick this, it looks like. Kick is down. Gunner's kick is good, I think. Yep. Gunner hits a little lob wedge, and that's good.
5:48 left in the game. Paw Paw 40, Otsego 0.
So we're going to go back to it and take a look here, Jason. So the playoff, as it says today, now this is where I say the loser of the Paw Paw and Niles game, there's a really good chance that they're going to get Harper Creek based on these numbers.
Okay.
I don't think Harper Creek is going to be able to pass the winner of that game because remember, if Niles wins that game, they're going to get all those points.
Correct.
And this is more like it used to be in Michigan with the playoff points.
With
where
power points, right.
You know, it's a little different because you don't get all of the points that somebody's accumulated, but you get most of them. And you get so many points for just playing someone, right? So it depends a little bit on who Harper Creek plays because if they play somebody out of the SMAC, they might pick up some extra points there for playing a bigger school. So it really depends on who Harper Creek's going to play in that. If they play Portage Central, for instance, they might have a little bit of a bonus there. So, but right now, that's where we're looking at. We got some idiot on the chat that I just don't know what to. Sorry about that for everybody. I can't control idiots. No, there's all kinds of stuff. It's stupid. Somebody's looking for attention because they weren't loved as a child.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. Interesting.
There's a
Good boot.
Kick. And there's a nice run back. That's going to be some points if they don't get there in a hurry.
Yeah, he's gone.
He's got a convoy. And for the second time in 3 weeks, Paw Paw put some reserves in the game, and the opposing team scores.
Short-lived running clock.
Yeah, running clock lasted all of 1 kickoff. I can try to drop a link to that website for sure. Let's see if we can get it here.
Timeout, Paw Paw.
So Paw Paw calls a timeout.
And a lot of their starters are heading back in.
Yeah, you know, they're proud too. They don't want to give up points.
No.
You know. All right, back to the snooze to you, because it's gotten some fascination now from the peanut gallery. So so as you read this map, if you look at this as a left to right, the path through the playoffs is going to go left to right. So the white dots, which is where Paw Paw is, would most likely play the Blues, and then the red and the yellows are going to play each other, and then the winners of all of that meet in the state semifinals. So as you look at that, that's kind of how that reads. It's a wonderful website, and they do a lot of work to show. We'll go for 2. That's going to be short.
Not happening.
Not going to make it. So PJ DeYoung on the tackle. That's going to make it 40-6, but that's just enough to not have a running clock.
It's the second time the scoreboard horn has gone off during the middle of a play.
Yeah.
Not sure what's going on there.
So as we look through these teams that are in here, you'll see Big Rapids right now, who we beat, or first game of the season, is the #1 seed in their
just like last year.
So it plays out just like last year. Big Rapids, that's their only blemish on their schedule. And, you know, truth be told, they told us that when we were up there, that we were probably going to be their only loss.
Yep.
So, but you've got some traditional powerhouses in Whitehall and Ludington in that district. So District 2 up there is probably the strongest district in the state. That's got Unity Christian, Grand Rapids South Christian, Holland Christian, and Hamilton. And that has just been a juggernaut of a district. If we end up playing getting through to the regional, we are definitely probably going to get, you know, the winner of that district.
There's a buzzsaw waiting there.
Yeah, that's a next level. Now, they're going to play Big Rapids, but honestly, that district is at a high level. And then you look at the other side of the bracket, you know, you've got Chelsea and Parma Western are stalwarts in Region 4. You know, Madison Heights Madison is always good. And then you've got Ortonville Brandon limping in, but Ortonville's sneaky because they play a lot of
Brent,
big schools.
if you watch the coach, he just ran down here. They're looking at a pooch kick at the coach in the white shirt down there.
So the coach is the target. Let's see if Jason's got this one.
I'm guessing, just what I saw.
Jason's got this one.
Nope.
No, they're going to go into the open space. That's going to be picked up, and it's going to be brought back. J.J. Varney's got some room. Nice little return from J.J. Varney.
Well, if the coach wanted
to be over the 30-yard line.
I'm guessing they wanted it there, but it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, it didn't work out that way. So the other stuff in here, I mean, these aren't traditional powerhouses. You do see Croswell Lexington in there. We've run against them in the cheer finals quite a bit. But we've got, you know, our side of the bracket, Jason, seems to be the powerhouse side of the bracket. And looming large in that powerhouse is Hudsonville Unity Christian. Always going to be a tough one to get through. But that's putting the cart a little bit before the horse. We got to win 2 district games before we have to worry about anybody from that district.
Well, I'd like to see us finish it out this season with a big 9-0.
Well, you know, the one thing I don't love about all of that is I don't love that the teams have to play their entire conference in a district. You know, it'd be nice if you could move that around a little bit and maybe see some different people in the district.
Well, I'd love to see some of those Grand Rapids teams who really do spread it out.
Yeah,
and
geographically,
and sling the ball
that's not feasible, you know. And I'll tell you, Niles went into Unity Christian last year and absolutely got jobbed. It was a horrible call on a spot that cost Niles on 4th down, and Unity Christian took it down and scored. And Niles would have ran the clock out. It was just an abomination of a spot. So, you know, stuff like that can happen to you in the playoffs, you know. From the tee, Gunner's going to hand that one off inside. Eli Sonnenberg. Yeah, it should have been Kalen if it went from the middle.
For Paw Paw. Picks up 4 yards.
So that's going to be 2nd and 6. Paw Paw's just, you know, goal is just to grind now. 4 yards a carry, run the clock out. Get out of here before something bad happens. Gunner waiting. Nice job for Goodell. That's going to be a good run there. That may have been Sonnenberg. Yep.
3rd and about 3 left.
By Bulldogs number 13, Healy. Brings up 3rd and 2 for Paw Paw.
Who's 20?
3:35 on the clock.
Gunner Gale is in the game at fullback between Varney and Sonnenberg. Going to be a handoff to Varney. Good burst of speed. JJ is going to run for about 14. That's going to be good for the Red Wolves. First down.
Tackled by Bulldogs number 31, Ray. Marty gets the ball down to the 35-yard line. Paw Paw will start 1st down and 10.
So Carter Buell's into the game. Yeah, Gunner Gale. Nice run through. That's going to be good for a Red Wolves first down. Yes, I do stand corrected. That was Portland that beat Niles last year on that bad call, and it was a horrible call. Niles gained the first down that should have iced the game, and they spotted it about 3 yards back from where the runner was.
You know, and you hate to see something like that happen, Brad.
Well, and on that one, I made sure to. I was watching that one on the network, and I recorded it, and I went back and watched it several times, and there was no doubt. So Gunner going to hand this one. Eli?
No, Eli's on the side now.
Okay. I don't know who was in over there.
Field the ball carrier for
Oh, Carter Buell.
Tackled
Yep.
by Bulldogs number 13, Healy. Ball down to the 15-yard line. Brings up 2nd down and 5 for the Red Wolves.
So it sounds like Harper Creek plays a couple of Division IV schools. Their only loss is to D3. We're D4.
I'm actually surprised Harper Creek is in our district.
Well,
I think they were a Division
so they
3 team.
changed the methodology on how they select, and they don't select at the end of the season like they used to. They select at the beginning of the season. So you know all of the teams in Division 4 when the season starts now, and you have to make it in the division you're set in the beginning. You know, it used to be they took the 32 teams in Class A, and then they took the next 32 best teams, and then they took the next 32, and it worked its way down. So Divisions 6, 7, and 8 shifted every year. You never knew where you were going to be. And now they've changed that. There's a handoff. This is going to be Varney off the right. So another nice run by J.J. Varney. J.J.'s going to get the ball all the way down to the 5-yard line. The only question now is if Coach Stride just kneels on it or it gives it to him. And the way that they've been treating us here, they've been the most hospitable hosts. I'd punch it in myself here.
Ball's at the 5-yard line. First down
Oh, yeah.
goal for the
Yep.
Red Wolves. 40 seconds left on the clock.
These kids play hard in practice too, you know? Yeah. And that'll do it here from Otsego. I respect that from Coach Stride. The emotions wants you to punch it in, but that's the classy thing to do. And we might as well be the classy ones here tonight, Jason.
Someone's got to do it.
Yeah, so, you know, we're gonna wrap it up here from our regular season. Apologize next week, but I'm going to Alabama to see my kid and watch a game down there. So the game will be on the NFHS network next week, so there won't be the colorful announcing, but that will be there. We intend to be back for the first week of the playoffs. If we're at home, which we should be, then we will be able to broadcast on that network ourselves. And hopefully we'll get 2 games, Jason, at home, so we can do this a couple more times this year.
I'm looking forward to it.
And then Jason and I will also, if he's available, be on radio if we go on the road in the playoffs. So we will be. We're gonna get some donations because we're gonna need to buy a license from the state again. But the plan is to go on radio and do the games from there once we can't do them on TV anymore. So once again, for Jason Cox, this is Brent McNitt signing off from Otsego. Paw Paw with a big win tonight. I don't even know the score, 40 to 6?
47.
So they didn't get the extra point, so 40 to 6.
Oh, yeah,
So,
it said 7 on scoreboard.
yeah, so off we go. Have a great night.